Okay, and we are live. So, a warm welcome to each and everyone. This is Phil from Let Us Talk It, and Let Us Talk It is a Wednesday weekly webinar. It is actually called Zipinar. We call it Zipinar because we try to zip in two topics in one session for the purpose of lessening the time consumed, but maximizes the information being shared. And this is an initiative by Cogent Integrated Business Solutions. So they are an IT company based in Detroit, Michigan. You can check them out in www.cogentibs.com. So they wanted to give back to the community. So they have initiated like a work or something, a platform that would actually do the process of giving back to the community in a form of free knowledge sharing. So this is an exchange of knowledge, experiences, expertise, and things that you like to do outside of your corporate world would also be a great topic to be shared to this platform. And our goal is to impact the world with this platform or this initiative. And definitely, we are looking forward for you to come into this platform, listen to the knowledge sharing, or you can be a guest speaker as well, and or you can just share the videos or the live in order for the other people as well to gain this free knowledge from this platform. All right. So let me introduce the first topic that our guest speaker has prepared today. The topic is about, or the title is My Reflection. So, the professional journey of our guest speaker and his evolution of self. And our speaker will share his personal narrative reflecting on his career milestones, key lessons, and how these experiences have shaped his growth, mindset, and purpose today. So, some may not be able to get the gist right ahead, but this is actually a great topic. It's because somewhere out there in which part of the world are still learning, finding themselves, finding what career, or on the exploration and all sorts, this actual topic would help them. This is something that our guest speaker has already been through and will help you get your shortcut to where you want to be. And our guest speaker holds 26 years of experience in media, broadcasting, digital technologies, and can work independently and has a proven track record of success in both startups and established firms. His leadership skills are well refined, and he is a team builder with deep business insight and can drive business growth and capitalize on new revenue potential. And throughout his career, he consistently demonstrated the ability to exceed targets across different industries and possesses a deep understanding of market trends and can develop effective marketing strategies that can take businesses to the next level. So, everyone, help me welcome our first speaker for today, a Krishna Mahesh. Mash, you can now take over for your
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is a great day for me, and I really I'm truly honored to be a part of this session. And I'm sharing this session with King Solomon, and who is a coach by himself, who is guiding a lot of entrepreneurs and creating content for their upliftment and other things. So I'm really honored to be part of this session. Yeah, when Cogent team approached me to to share up my experiences, or just to mentor the new team members, Cogent team members, I was wondering whether I should be doing it in a PowerPoint presentations and other things. But I felt that the my life lessons would make some impact, or some uh, create some kind of a way forward for each one of them. So I didn't prepare any kind of PowerPoint presentations, or I'm not a coach or a mentor, but just to take all of you through my journey, my personal journey, where I have uh, had a belief in bringing myself, uh, tuning my career paths on my own, taking a lot of experiences from my mentors, from my seniors across the industry and outside the industry also, and gained this kind of a knowledge. So I just wanted to share those things with all of you so that it will be helpful in both your personal and professional lives. It is just not when I throw my reflections, it is not just like I am speaking something out from a book or from something. It is just a slice of my journey where I'm trying to openly and honestly trying to share my experiences. See, I come from a background, very simple background, where I have where my education, everything went on a very um, you know what I can say that it is not across the standards. Like I've jumped many curriculums, I've jumped many schools right across my childhood. So from the place where I have started my journey, I always had a question, I always had a doubt that will I be able to succeed in my career. So I was wanting to choose into a technology side. I was wanting to go into a technology side, but some no my I have destined to take up the management side. So in that line, I came across career paths which are not so linear always. The success didn't arrive, or the position where I'm standing today did not arrive just like that. I had to evolve myself at each and every stage. To quote my examples, I have started my career with an industry where the television industry in India was in a different notch compared to the rest of the world. Rest of the world, the television industry was always a pay-per-view. Whatever the content they wanted to consume as a user, people used to pay for it and then consume it. But in India, it is other way. It used to come as a free content on televisions, and then it started moving into a pay. So the gradual transition in each and every stage of our life was a challenging one, both from the stakeholders, ground stakeholders, as well as the consumers, to retain our positions in whichever platforms we came across. It was a tough task. And in between, we used to have a lot of challenges from the government, wide regulations, bringing in, because it's a new technology, new um, overall the transition of the media industry. People were bringing in a lot of rules and regulations on video content, content sharing, the telecasting rights. There was, as it is, from zero regulation to a completely path of where we had fully guided by the government. The industry is so well refined now. Today, if I'm talking about after 25 years of this cable and television media and broadcasting industry, it is so refined now, which was so unorganized earlier. So the entire every phase of our life, we had a lot of struggles in making this journey so successful and so smooth. Uh, and whichever profiles we've taken, whichever journey we have started, only one thing we all had believed in is that we should have a patience for each and every task we take up. See, there will be ups and downs coming in our life. There will be a lot of roadblocks that will be appearing in our life. It can be personal or professional. But the only thing is that each and every one of us should learn, which I have learned personally, is that we have to be very patient till the the chances comes to us in our favor. Usually in any kind of a traditional setups, we will have a prescribed and preconceived thought process that the system goes like this. But when it comes to a practicality, we had spent a lot of long hours. um, uh, we have swam across. It is not we swam against the tides rather than across the lines, and we have spent a lot of tough times in bringing the growth in the industry. Each and every company which we worked, we only learned one thing, is that we have to stay with, I don't know, the forum is from the same company or from different lifestyles, different curriculums, different careers. Mm, I what is that? I just wanted to give you an inference that whatever learnings, each and every individual have a learning path where we learn from our mistakes, we learn from our own self, and we learn from our seniors. So all these things we'll have to put it together in bringing. There will be a lot of failures. So the one thing which I've learned from my coaches is that we have to be thorough in learning, and the failures comes, we have to accept and move forward. We have to take them, we have to take those lessons from the failures and then move forward. In fact, I have attended each and every stage of my life. I'm fortunate to experience a lot of training sessions, right from Dale Carnegie leadership uh, profiles to various psychological mentors, doctors who gave us training in developing our this one, making ourselves very strong to address a lot of challenges that we come across. So when I individually started as an independent professional, now to a people manager, now I see a lot of transformation in my own self. When individually I worked as an independent professional, I was always uh, coined or always focused on numbers and for myself. When slowly gradually moving in my career ladder, we always thought that, and I realized personally that it is not that the self that I should always think, it is that organization we have to carry, it is the organization's interest that we have to carry, and along with that we'll have to take care of the entire team. We all have to work as a team in any organization, whichever this one work. It is not for the self interest that we work, or a self this one we work. We have to be continuously working as a professional who takes care of the entire team. So that's how we evolved ourselves in bringing this shift from independent and individual professional to a people leader. So my suggestion and advice to all you people is that whichever company you're associated with, and whichever life you are associated with, so be patient for the situations. Just believe in yourself, have a very strong belief in the things that it can happen. Recently I was attending a program, training program, of one of very famous a mentor and a coach. So he was mentioning in that training that we usually when we start a journey to achieve something or accomplish something, uh, either we become complacent or we take those things granted and we move forward. And whenever we find a failure, whenever we hit a roadblock, we again bog down, and we just literally collapse, saying that something went wrong, and we tend to demotivate ourselves. But there, the mentor always says that you should have a belief. As long as you are doing a right thing, you're going in a right path, there will be failures that comes across, but we need to take them as a lessons and then move forward with a proper belief. The only belief that on yourself and on what you're doing makes you people successful. So this kind of lessons had made me change myself, transform myself from, I mean, I say I come from a place where people don't even converse in a regular English, basic English also. And I always feel that I coming from that kind of an environment, I took this as a challenge that I should work with MNCs, marking my educational qualifications. And every stage of my life I struggled to be part of those companies. So I worked with Sony Pictures, I worked with NDTV, I worked with now Reliance. So all these companies, whichever they're all the superstars of the industry, broadcasting industry. They are into the big game changers of the industry. So whichever company we worked, we absorbed those cultures. We absorbed that lessons that we've learned from our superiors, and we ensured that our lessons are applied, or the experiences that we've gained are applied in our daily life, both in a personal and professional life. In some cases, we this patience, having patience helps us a lot in handling our personal lives also. So those lessons are very impactful in our life, in our lives. So every day we never ever should bog down to smaller obstacles, or obstacles that comes our way. We should take them as a challenges and move forward. And definitely, my experience is we will be successful. Only thing is we need to have a belief and patience with us, patience in our journey. That's all. And the major learning, uh, which I also felt, is that we should never ever chase the positions, money, and power. All these things. We should be we should be very you know we should discover ourselves every day in this changing world. On the technology front, we have to change ourselves regularly, understand various technologies. Even in my experience, though I am from a sales background, I always interact with a lot of software engineers, software people across the leadership teams, understanding how the world is changing, how the AI structure is bringing a change in this environment, what kind of changes that we will be seeing in the future. So all these things we keep on listening, we keep on understanding. I interact with a lot of people, exchanging their technologies, understanding their technologies, exchanging their ideas, which keeps me abreast to the new happenings in global. Now with this growing in the broadband and internet presence all across, uh, really we should be challenging every day. It should be challenging for every one of us to learn what is new happening. We should not stick with wherever we are. So that's what I have learned. And I know, as an individual also, I keep mentoring engineering students, and what a lot of learnings from my experiences. So I keep telling them, today the learning is an important part of our life. Everyday learning has to be there, and upgrade ourselves on the new technologies that are coming up. So how we adapt those things into our life, how we can change them into or making our career path very successful. So all these things we should work thoroughly, and take them forward is what I believe. So I mean, as I initially told you, I am not a mentor or a coach, to glorify it, but from my experiences, I always tell people that be active in your profile, keep learning, have belief in yourself, and have patience. Don't chase designations, or run for the companies. Yeah, so that's all from me, dear team.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that rich experience that you have, Mahesh, with all throughout your career as until now. You mentioned in your bio you went into broadcasting and media, right?
Yes.
Like, what do you think would be the biggest challenge in today's evolving world for those who are still young or exploring in that path of your same as your career in media and
See,
broadcasting?
See now, when we talk about the media and broadcasting, see there's a lot of changes that has come in. I mean, especially in India. I mean, if come across, there are times when certain programs have been watched or viewed by every one of us at a specific time. So that I have to watch a movie. I used to watch Star Trek one space shuttle series
Hmm.
at Sunday morning 10 o'clock, and that used to come every Sunday at 10 o'clock. And from the journey from there, today I am experiencing, I mean, round the clock content at my fingertips. So that's how the world has changed. Now, any kind of a content that I would like to watch is at just at my fingertip. And people started consuming a lot of content, both on technology and any sort of thing. For example, I need to understand, or take some inputs from, say, Mr. King Solomon, who is a mentor and a coach for entrepreneurs. I can just go through all his videos and understand and learn for myself. Earlier, I should, we all should have gone to a search of information, thorough browsing through the informations, try to get a lot of it was a very difficult getting information. But today, information is at our fingertip. Same way in our industry also, in broadcasting industry also, the overall scenario has changed. Now we have to produce content for four different platforms. One to the linear TV, one for the YouTube. And today, if we imagine, we never ever thought that YouTube will become so powerful content provider across the globe. Now, each and every content provider in India earlier used to stay with any of the single channel, like NBCs or your Star or Disney or anything. Now, for any kind of a content producer, there is no wait for them. They can directly open a YouTube channel, just post your content there, and garner your viewerships there, you garner your money there. So there's a lot of opportunities coming up for the now Gen Z and Gen Alpha generations. There's a lot of opportunities. Only thing is, stay focused on what we are doing. Stay focused on what we have to achieve in life. That's all. And there are opportunities.
All
The
right.
world is yours.
Wow. That is also a great advice from a very seasoned expert in media and broadcasting, right? So, like it's evolving, like AI and all sorts, and there are many tools, right? So there are really opportunities for the pricing content creators right now. So we have some few chats here. I'll just read it shortly. So I've been having some hard times. This is from Priyanka. At work, and there are days when it feels like everything is just hitting me, and once like failures, pressure, and all those negative vibes. But I'm grateful to have a great colleague who supports me and helps me get back on track at my own pace. Sometimes just having someone who understands makes all the difference. At first, it's really challenging, but you're right. So we just need to be patient with our journey. Moving forward is such a great reminder also because sometimes we get stuck in everything that stresses us out. So staying hopeful makes a big difference. Really agreeable. And from Madhu, wonderful session, Mahesh. Inspiring learning curve. All right. From Razvan, what a great and very inspirational journey. Thanks for sharing it to us. And Asish as well, very insightful, Mahesh. All right, so this kind of topics definitely will make changes and also will help enrich uh, experience as well for those who are still young in their career path. All right. So anything else you'd like to add, Mahesh, or Are there
Yeah.
any upcoming online things that you'd like to talk about?
Uh, See, yeah, as I already had highlighted, the world is changing, so we have to be very fast in updating ourselves, and just try to catch the technology, and that's there. We are there in the fast moving world, and but be patient while learning.
Mm,
That's the only thing I can advise people.
exactly. So there are really some tough battles that you have to face, right? When you are learning, so you just have to be patient and wait for the right time.
Yeah, see, from my personal experiences, like, I had very tough times, the business not happening, the deals were not getting concluded. There is a lot of pressure. And see, all through my life, I was in a core platform, core business
Mm-hmm.
of, building revenue for the company. So in those kind of profiles, every month and every quarter, every financial year is a important and very challenging for us. So in building the revenue, see, I can proudly say that I have launched channels like HBO, Discovery, all these kind of channels we have launched in India, and not only launched, we have made them a successful channels and successful in gaining revenue for the company. So we were very handful in doing this, but that was not an easy task also, making them a pay channel and bring subscribers to the channel. So every stage, yeah, there are celebrations and there are sorrows which we had. Yeah, but the only thing I have learned a big lesson from my boss, from my superior, is be patient in whatever situations that comes. Things will settle down. There will be a storms, high tides, rough patches in your life, but end of the day, those things will get settled down. We need to we need to be very patient in handling things.
All right. I agree to that. So, what a great session. Thank you so much, Mahesh.
Thank you
And
so much for having me. It's an honor for me to be part of this session.
well, it is a pleasure as well for Let Us Talk It to invite such seasoned guest speakers that are willing to spare their time, even if it's late at night. Yeah, definitely. So everyone is very welcome to share their experiences, just like what you have witnessed today. So feel free to let us know if you are willing to talk here and let us talk it, talk about your life experiences, because whatever you have been through may be helpful to a person or two who will be able to accidentally just listen or watch this video later on or this recorded session and will definitely bring a change into their life and their journey as well. All right. So once again, thank
Yep.
you, Mahesh. And
Thank you.
if
Thank you
you
so
wish to
much.
connect with Mahesh, you can just search him on LinkedIn and send your connection invite and message. So Krishna Mahesh. All right. So thank you so much, sir. And we'll be moving to the next topic that we have for today.
Yeah.
All right. So the second topic is uh, titled From Burnout to Breakthrough. So, how working systems save time, money, and sanity. So, in a world where entrepreneurs are constantly overwhelmed, this session reveals how building the right systems can eliminate burnout, cut wasted time, and create a sustainable path to consistent growth, increase ROI, and peace of mind. And to discuss or to share his piece about the topic, our guest speaker is a results driven business and marketing strategist who helps coaches, entrepreneurs, and service based business break through scaling barriers, attract high paying clients, and build systems that generate consistent income without burnout. And also founder of King's Court Agency. He is a passionate about simplifying the path to success by integrating streamlined systems, strategic marketing, and faith based principles, and also leads discovery session, a personal development movement grounded in biblical wisdom, helping people break free from mental, emotional, and spiritual limitations to walk boldly in purpose. And please help me welcome here with us King Solomon Akema for the second topic that we have for today. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Definitely, pleasure is
Yeah.
ours. And yeah, we're excited to hear about your topic. If you want to share your screen, you can use the share screen option. But if you just want to freely talk, yeah, you can go ahead and we can just have the questions on the chat.
Well, I believe more freely talk is going to be better because just like what Mash started, I think it's the same flow I'm going to be taking also because he really said some certain things that were or are part of the things I want to actually talk on. The world is actually growing on high speed, and I see a lot of entrepreneurs today still way behind. I think decades back when I started my entrepreneurship journey, I was literally trying to do everything for close to 7 years. I was doing everything. But the funny matter of it all was that for that 7 years, it was looking as if my business was scaling, but my business was not actually scaling. I was just bringing in clients, money comes in, money goes out, money comes in, money goes out. But there were no systems on ground to track our growth, to track the processes, to track our finances, and to also track the growth of our clients so we can have enough testimonials that we can use. So after that 7 years, I had to shut down my business and start over again. When starting over, I made up my mind to build up a system before I go high ticket. So I started from low ticket. I was charging few dollars, like $100, $300 for my services. So after that, for some few years, I was able to consistently get a workflow that was generating me $1,000. And clients were following that same channel. So it now dawned on me, I was like, wait, this is actually a system. So I had to start putting up together. So from content, we go down to the DMs. From DMs, we go down to the booking of calls. But we're able to simplify that system that from content, they move directly to the calls. And as I'm talking to you presently, we have successfully built another system from content to sales. So you don't really need a salesperson. We don't use salespeople. All we just do is make our content super salesy in a way that it is not selling, but it is selling. Now, that might be very confusing. This is what I mean. I see a lot of entrepreneurs, business owners always giving out the wrong informations, just trying to build followers, build comments, and all that. As beautiful as all those things can be, they are not what you should be pounding on. They are not what you should be concentrating your energy at. What you should focus your energy on is who are your target audience? Who are you serving? A system can never work if there's no clear niche. You cannot build a system if you are not sure of what niche you are in. You must have a particular niche that you're sure of. And one of the ways you know you're sure of that niche is your ability to solve the problem which you have spotted in that niche. I hear a lot of entrepreneurs say a particular niche is saturated and all that. I can't find out that there's no niche in the entire earth, in the entire market system is saturated. There's no such thing as market saturation. Because just like what Mash was saying, the world is evolving and everyday problems are stirring up. The way you do your normal day-to-day content cannot be the same way you will do it now. Let's use AI for an instance. Gone are those days whereby you have to sit down for 4 hours, for 6 hours, some people for days, trying to write a script with your head, with your mind. You have to make sure that every pattern, one, hooks your audience, two, retain your audience, and three, make sure that they take action. That was before. Some people take 3 days. I remember me, it can take me close to 4 days to try and build a script. But right now with AI, everything is being simplified. You don't have to wait for that long to have a winning script. You can literally use AI and it will get your script ready in few seconds. So just like what Mash was saying, if you must build a working system, that you must leave the burning out race into a system whereby you don't have to be doing anything. As I'm talking to you, the only thing I do in my business is supervise because I have my system working. I supervise, I take my time to strategize how can we scale. And when we are scaling, what are the systems we can use as our pillars to make sure that as we grow, we don't fall. Because so many people build systems that when they begin to scale to $1,000 per month, $50,000 per month, $100,000 per month, they forget to segment their systems. So when they begin to hit that amount of money, they don't have the manpower, they don't have the capacity to maintain that growth. So what happens next is they begin to burn out. They are having too many clients that they cannot control, that they cannot feed. There's no systems on ground. I always advise my clients on this. Never you run to scale your business to $50,000 to $100,000 a month when you don't have a system. You will burn out. You either burn out or you crash your business. Because people fail to understand this. When you're scaling to that amount, let's take an example of $50,000 per month. The clan or the categories of people that are actually in the 50,000 per month clan are high ticket people. These are people that have money. They don't really have the time to spend on things that don't work. They don't give room for excuses. They want what works. If you have not built yourself to that capacity, when you get to that point, you will burn out because you will have to be researching on the job on how to maintain what is going on in your client business. That is why the first thing you should do before you plan on scaling to that amount, build up your systems. Okay, if I'm scaling to $100,000 per month, what are the things that are sure to happen? One, you will get consistent leads, but let's bring it down. There are two types of consistent leads when you're chasing for $100,000 per month. There's the rich lead, there's the poor lead. If you are dealing with the poor lead, you are going to burn out because you will need to sell to a lot to be able to make $100,000. But when you're selling to a rich person, you really need probably 2 to 3 rich clients to make that amount of money. But for you to get to them, you must have built a system that attracts them into your funnel, into your ecosystem. They are not easily attracted. They are only attracted to things that speak their languages, to things that looks like the solution they have in mind. Whatever that does not look like what they see in their head, they don't chase after. So you see a lot of people today trying to rent cars. I've seen a lot of my friends in the US do this. I actually had to advise some to stop doing it because they are risking their businesses. Some go to the hotels just to record a video to show that they are professionals when they are not professionals yet. Because the truth is, when a top guru sees you in that kind of status, believes that you have quality results, believe that you actually have a certain amount of knowledge that can help them get to a place. But the question is that when you begin to ask you questions, you don't have the knowledge. So you begin to research. That process of research gets you burnt out. That's something that we need to clarify as entrepreneurs, except most importantly, startups. Don't be in a hurry. By all means, take it step by step. Now, systems are built from every move you make in your business. When you're building a campaign, you most times multiply your AdSense to different status to see which one will actually perform better. Now, once you get that one AdSense that is actually performing better, that can become a system at which all you just have to do is fund it and it continues the work. But when you begin to rush and do a lot at the same time, you will begin to find it difficult to know which actually works. And by the end of the day, you get burnt out and you begin to ask yourself, are you truly meant for this business? I've met people that have been asking themselves these questions. Are they really meant for this business? So I begin to ask them, let me see your back end. They are doing too much to get a client. Believe me, in this era that we are, you really don't need to do a lot to get a client. Yes, a lot of people, a lot of gurus will tell you that you have to send DMs and all that. But I found out I and my team were able to craft a way that you don't need to send DMs to get clients, be it cold or warm. You just need content. And that content in one of our program called Clarity to Cash, that's where we show people how to use that framework. You use content, just like what Gary V, many of us that watch are on YouTube and follow Gary V, he always stressed this. Create content, create content. But there's one thing they don't tell you. It's not about creating the content. It's about creating the content that speaks to your ICP, which is your ideal client propositions. So you can go to someone's YouTube and he has 6,000 YouTube videos. When you ask him how much he or she makes, you will be shocked they are not making up to $100,000 per month, which with that kind of videos, they should be making that amount of money per month. The reason why they can't make that kind of money per month is because they don't have a clear message. And they don't have a clear message because they don't have a working system. Because a working system works only when there's clarity. You cannot scale a system when there's no clarity. Systems are scalable when clarity is in motion. It's very important that and that is why a lot of people are missing out. A lot of people are actually missing out on this opportunity to actually scale their business to $100,000 per month because of these little errors. But if you are able to fix this little error, you are sure to build. Let's say you're somebody that's making $500 right now per month. Believe me, if you do these things in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months, you should be able to make at least $5,000 per month. This is a system we've used and it's proven and is working consistently because we put in clarity first before we build the systems. You don't have to be the one doing the designs. You don't have to be the one sending the DMs. You don't have to be the one writing the scripts. You have AI, leverage on AI. System is all about leveraging. It's not about you doing it. It's not about you showing that you're the expert. No. I can do a lot of things, but believe me, I don't do all things. The only thing I do is I stand as the role of the CEO or most times as the leader to make sure that everything works well. If there's anything we need to get today is this. If your business cannot function without you, you don't have a business, you have a job. Is a statement I always tell my people. If you don't have a system that helps you work out without you being there, you don't have a business yet. You have a job. Because you're no different from that person that works a 9 to 5 daily. Systems enables you save 20 hours of your time. Systems enables you save 20 hours of your time. Most of the things I do right now is consultations. Most times I focus more on consultation now because I have more time to myself. I don't really do a lot of things because I have my system put in place, from my content to my sales to my CRMs, everything. And most times, most of these things I'm calling, they are not human beings doing the work. I have AIs. Particularly right now, we are trying to build an AI system called the cash framework, whereby it works from your content down to sending up DMs and down to closing without you being present. That we have been building for the past 2 years right now. We want to launch it when we are sure that it is working. Don't just launch when something is not working. If there's anything I want us to get today here is this. If you must save money, you must have systems. How do you save money? You don't have to always pay for softwares. Yes, I know a lot of gurus will tell you should pay for this, you should pay for that. But believe me, with AI, there are so many softwares that you don't have to pay for. Like what I did recently in King's Court Group. I wanted to put up AIs that will handle up the organizations. But I said, no, I want to give people job opportunities. What I do is I train people in different skills. I can pick one person, teach him in-depth of copywriting, teach the other person in-depth of content creation. But I don't just teach them these things to use their head. I teach them how to become an expert with AIs. So they don't need to always stress themselves like I did years back. There's AI. Why should I be stressing you to crack your brain to solve a problem when there's AI that can simplify that process? So I just teach them how to use the AI for copywriting, how to use the AI to write scripts, how to use the AI to create short form videos, how to use the AI to go about CRM, and also creating DM scripts that works. If you really, really want to be the person that gets the time to spend with your family, spend time with your friends, go out and have fun, you have to have systems. Gary Vee, Alex Hormozy, name them all. They have working systems. That is why they can do what they're doing. It's beyond just they being experts. They have working systems. You need to start building systems right now because the way AI is growing, if you don't have a system, you will find it difficult to run your business very soon because AI is doing a lot of things. And fastest way to do this is learn AI. I will always stress it wherever I go. Whatever you do, if you're a content writer, you're a copywriter, you're a sales expert, you're a finance coach, whatever you are, make sure you leverage on AI. You don't have to always stress your head. That's another system to save you from burning out. Just today, I've created 4 different viral scripts without spending hours. I spent just 2 hours creating 4 viral clips. I'm going to spend another hour to create at least 6 more scripts that I can give out to my clients to use and get clients also from those content. My life has been a stressful life because I had no systems. I was doing everything. I was scared of giving people some particular roles to handle for me in my business because I was scared they will not understand the business like me. But that's the role of a leader. You should be able to teach your followers how things works. Because if you're not present, how do you expect them to function? They should be able to function without you. The reason why AIs are functioning perfectly well is because in their design, their systems that have been put in place, without the controller, they can function by themselves. It's the same thing applicable to business. As the leader, as a young entrepreneur, as you're building up, you alone know the vision and the mission of your business, but let it not die with you. Put up a team. Don't put up workers. I don't believe in workers. I believe in team because team are the ones that will take up your business like their own. But workers are in for the money. They don't care if you die. They don't care if you're healthy. They don't care if the business is scaling. But your team will always want the business to scale because if there's anything that you understand is when your business scales up, they also scale up. There's so many people that from Google, they were able to start up their other businesses. Why? They were in the ecosystem. They make sure that when they were active, they make sure that Google scale up to a particular standard. And when they were leaving, they left with testimonials. It now became very easy for them to start up their business. It's the same thing. Whatever you do, don't joke with systems. If you must build a business that you can sleep at night and you wake up in the morning and you're seeing $100,000 in your account, you must have a system. If you want to be able to spend time with your spouse, spend time with your wife, spend time with your family without thinking of who is handling the sales, who is handling the DM, who is handling the comment section, you must build a system. If the system is not in check, just forget about peace. That's one thing I've come to find out. Without systems, your peace is stolen. Is the honest truth. Peace is restored when you have system. But when you don't have systems, you will not have peace. Because you will always be thinking of who is doing that, who is handling this, is that going well? You will always be on the consciousness of what is not working instead of what is working. But when you have systems, you know you will be at peace. So you have to, and let me just give you a little tips before I round up. If you want to start building your systems, for someone that has been in the entrepreneurship for a long period of time, go back to all your strategies. Check every one of them. Which of them have been bringing you clients? If it's your content, Go to your social media platforms right now. Check all through your content. Which of them has the highest engagement? Go through that video carefully and see why it's having that engagement. It might be your tonality, it might be your choice of words, because your choice of words is speaking to their problems, is speaking to their desires, and you're speaking their language. So you're sounding as the solution they need for their current problem. Then you begin to build in that particular area. That is a system. Do that even for your CRM. Go to your CRM, check it. Which of these have been consistently working? If you find it, that is a system. Refine it, restructure it, that it can now function properly. Do the same for every facility, for every factor, or for every department in your business. Go through them carefully. Which of them consistently bring in results? Sit with it. If sometimes it can take you 3 days, sit with it, sit down with ChatGPT, sit down with YouTube, find a way to build a system around it because it is actually bringing results. Now, believe me, the result I'm talking about, I'm not talking about it bringing you 50 clients per day. No, it might just consistently be bringing you one client every day. It can be bringing you two clients every day. It can be bringing you 100 clients every week. That is a system. For it to consistently be bringing in that result, that means it is working. It is speaking to your client. There's clarity in that particular line. Sit down, find it, build it, and make it loud. When you do that, the sky will be your limit. Making $100,000, $1 million will be very easy for you. Like right now, our target is to make $1 million before 2026. So we're targeting at most 50 to $100 million. It's a working plan. We already have our systems. What we're trying to do right now is to refine our systems to begin to speak to higher audience because we are upgrading our offers to begin to speak to high ticket clients in the $100,000 offers to the $500,000 offer. So once we're able to achieve that, making that kind of money will be very easy for us in the space of that period. So if there's any advice I'm going to give you before I leave is don't give up. Even if it's not working, even if it looks like nobody is engaging in your content, every client you get, they are always not serious with payment. Don't give up. Just retake back your steps, sit and ask yourself some certain questions. Are your offers really, really irresistible? Are you speaking to the right audience? Check your niche. Where are you currently? And the offers you have, are they actually solving the problem in your market? So you don't have to give up. You just have to put some little things in place and the sky will be your limit. You don't have to give up. All of us have been there. Everybody has been there. So don't give up. Don't allow people talk you down. Don't allow the gurus today. They're saying a lot of things on social media. Believe me, most of those things are not true. Sit down. You will definitely find a way out. So thank you very much for having me.
Alrighty, that was really a great talk. It's actually uplifting, especially it's gonna be like it's very timely because almost or not really almost maybe a number of people are really engaging into content creation, right? Into like over the internet, like AI and all sorts. So they've been using them, but if they just use it accurately and correctly, right? So they can uh, be very far from where they are now. Okay, so we have some few chats here from Priyanka. I totally agree to you. Without proper systems, everything just feels chaotic. Building the right ones really gives peace of mind and space to grow. And from Sanjay, great topic, King. I have a question and would love to hear your thoughts. What mindset shifts are needed for entrepreneurs who resist systems because they think it limits their creativity and freedom?
Okay. Well, how will I answer this now?
The honest truth is, you can't scale without systems. So the mindset shift you need to have is nothing that grows works outside of systems. Those entrepreneurs telling you, those entrepreneurs resisting the systems because they think it's limiting their creativity and freedom are people that are, let me say, they are not open to learn. Yeah. They don't have the learning mentality. There are three stages of learning: the learn, unlearn, relearn. And they really, really don't, because I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs like this. The problem most times they don't have a clear vision. If you don't have a clear vision, you will definitely speak like this. Because creativity most times is unlocked when you have a working system. For you to be creative, you need time to think. But you will not be able to think straight when you don't have a working system. Working system in the sense of you are the person trying to do everything in the company. You don't have the time to think creative. You don't even have the time to be innovative. It is systems that gives freedom in business. It is systems. And these systems, like I said, can be two ways. Before it was one way, which is just human. But now we have AI through automation. You can automate all your systems, all your processes, from your DMs to your bookings without any human being, you paying anybody. So any entrepreneur that is having this kind of mindset is not yet ready to be free. Because any entrepreneur that is ready to be free, that is ready to solve a global problem, we understand the importance of having a system. Because there are times in your business whereby you will need to meet up with gurus. But because you don't have a working system, the fear of if I leave this company, who will be able to take care of the company before I come? Will be there. So because of that fear, you will not want to leave. And because of that, it is holding you captive. So many entrepreneurs are held captive because they are refusing to install systems in their business. If you don't have a system, you will forever be captive of burnout. And burnout limits you a lot from freedom to creativity to innovation. People that create, people that innovate, check it, research it. These are people that have time. But how will you have time when you're the person that is running everything in your business? You won't have the time to think because creativity is about thinking. You have to sit down and think. Freedom is about doing nothing. Let's be clear on the two definitions. Freedom is about doing nothing. You can't do nothing if you don't have systems in your business. Because if you have systems in your business, then you will have freedom. Then you can have the time to spend with family and move and do other business. I presently I'm doing a lot of businesses. I'm trying to open up a laundromat. I'm trying to open up a car washing business. Why? Because I have systems working in my business. So it enables me to have the time to run other businesses. But if I don't have that system working, I will still be stuck in my business like a 9 to 5. Because get this straight, without a system, you are no different from a 9 to 5 as a CEO, as a founder, and as a leader. So I believe that's enough for that. If you have any question, I'm still open to answer questions.
All right. Thank you so much for addressing that question. It's very great perspective of what you have given. So I hope that takes care of that question, Sanjay. And we have Sarge Sarjit. Nice session. It's something I need to work on more in my daily task. All right. Okay, I think that takes care of the second topic. I wanted to check if you have anyone to thank, King, or you'd like to promote any uh, product or services that you are doing. anything upcoming online you'd like to promote?
Okay, I think for the entrepreneurs, anyone that's starting out and is having problems with system,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'll be giving them for the ones in this session. If they can reach out to me, I'll give them a free 1 hour session whereby we can go through their business workflow and see how we can create a system for them for free. I'm not charging, I'm not collecting. I'm a man of value. I love giving, 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 giving. And I believe the more you give, the more you will receive. So anyone that is having that issue, that is having that problem, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. He will actually let you know. So you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, then we'll hop on a call. Believe me, I'm not selling anything to you. I just want to know your business workflow, tell you what you need to change, tell you what you need to fix so that you can have a working system and start building your business to 100,000, depending on what you want to scale up to. So I'm doing that for free just for today. Anyone that sends me a DM outside of today, I want to accept it. So anyone in the live, if you can reach out to me today, then we'll book a call. We'll run you through for the next 1 hour, build up your strategy, build up your systems, and then help you grow your business.
Alrighty. So that's a wonderful opportunity. So for those who are watching right now live, or for those who will be watching this recorded session, take note of that and send a connection invite to King Solomon. Uh, Definitely, in order for you to take advantage of that wonderful session. All right. Okay. So thank you so much, King. So I guess this concludes today's webinar session, and it's very personal. Like I mean, the topics are having personal touch, and you can really see the willingness of our guest speaker to impart what they have to every audience, and we thank you for that, Mahesh and King, for the wonderful topics you have shared today. And we are honored to have you in Let Us Talk a platform. And also, we maybe we can still have you soon in the future for another session. Definitely. All right. So thank you as well for those who have attended and who have participated. Please don't forget to share this recorded video and spread the work of giving back to the community through free knowledge sharing. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. This ends today's webinar, and see you again next Wednesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, same time. And I will bring you two new topics for a wonderful session. So thanks again. Take care and all the best, everyone. Goodbye for now.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mahesh. Thank you, King. Goodbye.